Hello, you're listening to Questboard, a podcast where we make up spooky monsters, and I remembered to say that this time. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Tiffany. Just so you know, we are not professional writers in any way, shape, or form. At least we don't claim to be. We just really like tabletop RPGs, and we do this for fun.
We are on our final one for Questober.
Woo!
It is now the end of October,
Oh.
and we've made 4 monsters.
Monsters and one creepy guy, yeah.
The musical hobo. Just to cover what we have done for the previous ones, you should just listen to those first. But what we have done is, first week was the memory-eating slug monster
Ew.
that had the little tadpole things crawling to people's ears.
Gross.
Then we had, what did we have?
The bear vulture thing.
Yes, thank you. It was the Eldritch Undeads.
Yeah, that's worse.
That was animated through eldritch tentacles underneath this rotting skin of 2 carcasses combined, a vulture and a
Bear.
grizzly bear-ish.
I think it was a grizzly bear specifically because that's the biggest.
Yeah, but we changed the color.
Oh, right, yeah.
After that, then we had a musical hobo,
Yeah.
our hex bard.
Yes.
I still want to play that class
Sounds cool.
or make a character class on that. Who was on act of vengeance against an ancestor of the current lord,
Yeah.
of slowly sapping away the physical strength of all its people in the region. Then last week we had the face hugger, but not face hugger, alien creature that was haunting a tavern that was sucking people's eyes out.
Aliens!
Exactly. They built the pyramids and then they left this creature. I don't know.
I mean, they left him because they didn't like him. He's kind of a bad friend. He takes your eyeballs. Not cool.
We never established that backstory. Okay, that's all the ones we have done before. Hopefully we don't repeat it. And since we only have one left on our table, I don't have to roll.
Nope. So here we go. Insert fake rolling here.
She never said what kind of rolling.
A traveling bard keeps meeting people on the roads and asking them to critique their new song. The lyrics contain references to events in the people's lives that no one should logically know about.
Are we doing another musical hobo?
Yep. Insert musical hobo number 2. Except this one's even creepier somehow. He knows about you and your life and everything about you.
How are you going to make a monster out of this one?
That's already kind of a monster. Stalker.
Well, to be fair, I think like 3 out of the 5 I've said, like, how are we going to make a monster out of this one?
And then we proceed to make a monster.
Yeah, but this one's really hard. Because
Well, that just means when we finally do make a monster out of this, we're just that much better, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
So I'm thinking not what Bard appears to be, which is probably like either a human or humanoid presence that maybe we'll make it like a tiefling or something. I just like tieflings.
Well, that also brings up a point. Is this fantasy or are we doing like Monster of the Week?
I mean, we could rehash it to Monster of the Week, make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, real life spookiness.
Yeah. So literally a stalker then, not a tiefling. But what I was getting at is not actually a person. It's something else that is just either projecting the image of a person or has shapeshifted into a person. And somehow they know about you just by either looking at you or talking to you. They get all this information somehow.
What if, because I'm suddenly having that like sense of, did you ever watch the movie Minority Report with Tom Cruise?
Very long time ago, I also played the video game.
Wow.
It was back when we could rent games from Blockbuster, and
Don't show our age here.
I think we already have.
Okay, fine. Fair enough.
I rented it from Blockbuster because I'm like, oh, hey, that was a good movie. And the game's not that great.
No, any video game that's based off of a movie is horrible.
Yeah.
Anyways, the whole people who could see like future killings or future like crimes.
Okay.
What happens if this bard or person has the kind of ability where it just sees the past sins of someone?
Ooh.
In which it's like a sense of bringing to light their horrible deeds as a retribution.
I have an idea. fallen angel. So they have the ability to see and judge the person's sins, but they can't really do anything about it, but they can bring the person's sins to light and shove that in your face.
Okay, if we do that, one, there's a possibility where the party will kill an angel. Are you fine with that?
A fallen angel.
Fallen angel.
Another term for a demon, by the way.
Is this in Georgia? Is there a fiddle?
There might be a fiddle. I mean, it is a bard. Golden fiddle. But see, that song is The Devil Went Down to Georgia, and that is the devil himself. So
I was just trying to make a reference to that song.
we can totally make a reference in this quest.
I would love to make our own custom monster,
That's
like I've
true.
done
Okay.
for all the previous ones.
That's true, right. So not fallen angel. It just fits.
I mean, we could go on the basis of a custom creature that's on the hellish side or demonic side. That's like the origin of it, but it could be our own unique thing.
Okay, so it's become a new type of demon?
Yeah, we're just making up our own new one.
Okay.
And this one has the ability to sense sin or
Misdeeds.
misdeeds of someone's history or past. And they play it through song to anyone who's willing to listen. And that freaks people out.
I mean, that would freak just about anyone out if someone plays a song that has been like written and meditated upon. Like, it takes a hot minute to write a song usually. And plays this song listing things that you did but never told anyone about. These are things that like you hid from the world.
Yeah, imagine like hearing a street performer or something like that sing it. It's like, I hid the body in the well.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
That's an interesting song you got there. Pure fiction, I bet.
But then how would this rumor come about? Because no one would admit. Maybe the lighter stuff is like, oh, he keeps saying that things I've done. But the harsher ones, like the murderers who got away with it.
Yeah, they don't talk, but maybe other people whose like sins aren't as great. Like, how did he know about that? I didn't tell anybody about that. There's gonna be people who talk.
So you're saying you did take money out of the tithe jar?
Well, I mean, just a little bit.
Oh, straight to hell.
No sin is a small sin.
Okay, but so we can have it where this demon is either cloaked or shapeshift into like a human to play this stuff. And when the players confront them and when it's an actual fight, then we could actually just come up with how it looks like in his true form when they fight.
Yes,
We could do it that approach.
of course.
So the normal human form is just a generic thing then.
Just some dude. Just
Okay.
some guy.
Do you want to give the name of the alias one for his human form?
Carl?
Just Carl.
Carl Bird? Oh, wait, hold on. I've actually had, oh my gosh, this is perfect. I've had a name stored in my notes for the longest time because I saw it, I don't know how many episodes ago on this list of names. And I've been waiting for the right moment to use it, and I do believe this is that moment.
That you're going to just toss out for an alias of a demon.
Yes.
Okay.
Neve Weaver.
Neve?
Yeah, Nieve. Neve Weaver, as in he weaves the stories.
Why does it sound like that bug character from Yu-Gi-Oh?
A Weevil?
Yeah.
Weevil Underwood?
Yeah, it sounds like that.
A Weaver, Weevil. I mean, I get it.
Okay. Neve Weevil, the street
Weaver.
weaver.
Like, he weaves.
The street performer. We're doing this in Monster League.
Yeah.
It could be anywhere, but do you want to just say a city that put him in? Or not, because then it'll be more fluid to be in any campaign.
Yeah. We don't need to have a specific city. It doesn't need to have a specific location. That way, Dungeon Master? Game Master. That's the term for Monster of the Week, right?
Is it Game Master or Keeper?
Oh, it's Keeper. One of those. The person in charge can just throw this in anywhere.
There's a reason why I generally say Game Master, because
Yeah.
I think that's just a generic enough term.
I think it is. So it does say meeting people on the roads. I would like to throw in the stipulation of crossroads. That's a classic.
We're playing this in modern time.
Yeah. Well, no, crossroads happen in any time. It's just where two roads cross.
True.
But with most like demonic or occult type things, it's usually a crossroads.
If it's more modern time, you could say like he travels to different areas to
yeah.
meet and see the sins of new people. And the rumors are coming from like when they meet them at truck stops or like scenic points. or anything like that along the road in between major cities.
Yeah, but it could still be a crossroad. There could be just like the little road that crosses the big one.
Yeah, but that means I'm just saying, like, to be closer to the actual rumor,
Right. Yeah.
you could claim that.
Okay.
But it could be anywhere because he's going to be a street performer.
Yes.
So it could be at crossroads or like intersections in cities or anything like that. But this rumor stems from like him meeting people at truck stops or gas stations or anything like that when they're traveling.
So is he just going to look like a hobo sitting on the side of the road playing music for any to hear?
We're not doing a hobo again.
We might just do a hobo again.
One, we already did it.
Okay. Oh, what's that word? I used it relatively recently in my other campaign where I'm actually playing a bard. There's a word for going up to a place and playing music or performing in some form or sense with a hat out to collect money. There's a word for that. Busking.
Busking. I mean, I just want to call him a street performer.
Yes, street performers busk. That's what they do.
I'm not that smart for your fancy words.
That ain't fancy.
That is fancy to me.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying that's what he's doing. He's busking.
Okay. We're just going to use the word performing anyways in the future.
Fine.
So, what? The party's just going to confront him, or?
Yeah, they can walk up to him and be like, "Oi, what's up?" And he'd be like, "Hey, you want to hear a song?"
Are we in the UK now?
Why not? Could be. One of the characters could be British.
That's up for the players.
Oi, governor.
Got a bottle of water.
Sorry to make fun of any British people. We're just very American.
Yeah. Actually, I think we're the furthest besides Alaska and Hawaii from the UK.
Yeah, good point. Well, not if you go the other way around the world. It's not flat. It's round.
I didn't think about making that joke, but now that you
were
said
just
it.
thinking about a map, weren't you?
I was thinking, like, are we actually on the complete opposite side from UK or not? I'm not sure.
Don't you make me Google this.
No, we're not going to do that. Hey, Future Brandon here. I Googled it, and the opposite side of the world for us would be some part in the southern Indian Ocean. Not even close to the UK. I'm sorry I'm bad at geography. Anyways, I think this is a perfect time for the game master, the keeper, or whatever, to actually ask the players, possibly in advance, if you're preparing for this, to actually hear or say like past sins, or if this is long enough in the campaign that you just referenced the past sins of earlier in the campaign.
Definitely. This is definitely one you wait for a while to let them build up their sins or, learn more about their character's backstory so you can have those to add to the songs. And honestly, if you don't feel like writing songs, AI is pretty good at writing songs.
They're going to take all of our jobs.
I know.
Even this, they'll probably develop some AI to do what we're doing.
It'll never be the same. It'll never have that human input.
No, because I don't think any AI would suddenly say, I want aliens.
Exactly. What AI would have recently been watching a show about aliens? That's last episode. We don't need to talk about that anymore.
Just watch the last episode.
Watch, listen, ¿por qué no los dos?
Watch with your mind.
Watch the inner workings of your imagination as they build upon the story that we have created. Is that what you mean?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, so do you want to say what the naval, what's the alias name again?
Neve Weaver?
Neve. So Neve will tell the party their past sins, and it'll probably really freak them out.
Yes.
So how is it going to... This is the very weird direction of like, we have no idea how a party would react. Because it'll be either investigating him or like stalking him, tailing him to see, or it's just going to be kill him right off the bat.
Right.
I really don't know.
What is Neve's reason for doing this? Why does he list off people's past sins? What does he get out of it?
Well, we could go the approach of like standard demons or devils where they want to ensue chaos or anything like that onto the world and all that, in which if you bring up the past sins of a mortal, they would feel uneasy or like on the paranoid side. And so then they're not very trusting on those around them, or especially like if you think about someone who got away with murder and let's say it was like he at the moment accidentally killed someone and there was like two of your friends. And there's like sworn secrecy and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, a street performer starts singing oddly about the exact events of that night.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to trust those other two now.
True.
And that will create discord. Maybe that's what the demon is going for.
I also had a thought on that. What if he feeds on shame? So people feeling shame, the stronger they feel it, the more it feeds him. He could also be trying to sow a bunch of discord, but also shame is his dinner.
In the sense of just like he finds joy and pleasure in it, basically.
Yeah. It's like he doesn't really need to eat, but that's just what gives him satisfaction in life or death, whatever he is.
I think that he's technically alive.
Kind of, sort of.
That's a weird avenue. We're not going to go down.
Nope.
But yeah, we could either like, because I think all the other ones we've had where they had a sense of motivation for a specific thing, either survival or anything like that. But we haven't had one where it's just because I want to.
True. He could just do it because he wants to.
And a chaotic demon that does something like that could just be for the lulls.
Yeah. He still gets great satisfaction out of it, but
Yeah.
this is all just because he felt like it. He just wants to be the wreaker of havoc or wreaker? The person who wreaks havoc.
Some demons want to do plagues or famines or anything like that, but he wants to destroy from the inside. Allow the mortal sins and the paranoia of the human's free will to implode on itself rather than him having to do a bunch of work.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. It's like, it's the easy out. Just let everyone else cause their own problems while you sit there and just watch.
Just let it plant the seed and watch it sprout.
Is this guy a cat? I feel like that's something a cat would do.
Now I'm thinking about just the Cheshire Cat.
Oh, I was
From
thinking
Alice
about
in
Rakshasas, but
Oh, those.
yeah, those.
No, I was thinking Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland.
He would do this too,
He would. That would be something he would do.
right? Just knock something over and watch the chaos.
Oh, can we have it in the demon form? Have a Cheshire Cat length
Yes.
smile?
Yes, his demon form has the toothiest grin. Are his teeth sharp or flat?
I think it's more off-putting if it's flat.
Yes, I fully agree.
Okay, I think now we need to actually get into the description because motivation we got or lack thereof.
Yeah.
But human form, it's all that.
Just a dude.
Game master, you need to figure out what leads up to the confrontation because that is practically impossible for us to predict.
Mm-hmm.
So we just need what he looks like in his demon form / devil form. I don't know which it's
Demon,
gonna
devil,
be.
whatever you want him to be.
Yeah, and capabilities.
Okay. Well, he's good at music.
Oh, actually, real quick, what instrument does he play in his human form?
I'm still latching on to that golden fiddle we talked about earlier.
Or do you want to say he plays guitar in the human form? Because one, that's the easiest one.
Okay.
For
To you, I
like,
find guitar impossible to learn.
I'm saying in terms of street performers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's one of the most common. And two, I think if he switches to demon form, then he could switch and have a golden fiddle.
I was going to say harmonica, but you can't exactly sing about people's sins when you have a harmonica.
Yeah, you can. You know that like bluegrass kind of like
Well, yeah.
dun 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 dun, and then
He could do that.
he does the lyrics, and then dun 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 dun.
Yeah, it's just that on repeat.
Pretty much, that's the generic thing,
Yeah.
or that's the joke.
Golden harmonica. Or it could be a mouth harp.
Oh, I think that's a little too complicated.
Okay.
I mean, he could whatever instrument the game master wants. If the game master is able to play an instrument,
That is the instrument you may use.
and if you write that song of like their peasants, like
Please share it with us.
that would be so impressive.
That would be amazing.
But okay, what does this demon look like?
Definitely tall and imposing. Like he hunches down to hide in the human disguise, but when he stands up to his full height, he's like tall and obnoxious.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like magical that he appears like a human.
Well, yes, but maybe like to fit within the magical disguise, he hunches down. But when the disguise fades, you see him like standing up to his full height, just like, look at me, I'm scary.
Okay, how tall?
Like, I don't know, 10 feet?
Okay, 10 feet. That's pretty
Like
imposing.
twice my height.
I'm just thinking, like, we could do anything. So it's like, he doesn't need to be a bipedal or anything
That's
like
true.
that. But I'm not entirely sure what I want him to be.
Yeah. Yeah, demons, you can kind of just do whatever you want, really, because they're all over the place. Like, I've seen one that just has horns coming out of its eyes. Which I'm
Lovely.
like, how do you see? It somehow just sees.
Okay, if you're just lazy, Just do the demon from Tenacious D, that movie.
I don't know this one.
Tenacious D is with Jack Black. You know the band that he plays in?
I've heard of it, yes.
Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny.
Okay.
The song Tribute. Have you ever heard that song?
Nope.
I'm going to have you listen to that song after this recording.
Apparently now I have homework.
Yes, it's a good song.
Okay.
I love that song.
No, I like Jack Black's music. He does sing really well.
But yeah, if you know that one, you could just do that. It's funny because yeah, it could be a demon, so it could be or devil. It could be so many just generic things of just. I think a lot of times isn't like half goat as well, where it's good goat legs.
Yeah, I think they have like goat-shaped legs, but not the fur.
Some things I've seen with the fur as well.
Yes,
but that's
they'll have the goat horns too, or they'll have like many horns just all over the place. They usually have sharp teeth, glowing eyes, long nails. I feel like we should make him like a sickly yellow color.
The flesh tone?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just wondering, is there like a body shape or something we could do to imply the shapeshifter aspect or like trickster kind of aspect?
Tricksters are usually skinny, like tall and skinny. Think Loki. He's very lanky.
True.
Because tricksters don't usually do the fighting themselves. They usually try to trick their way out of a fight. And like Wendigos are usually portrayed as lanky as well.
Side note, for fighting ability, if this isn't Monster of the Week, then this demon has the ability to transform wild shape basically into different animals to attack the party.
I'm fully okay with that.
I think that'll be interesting, especially in Monster of the Week.
Yes. So it's like, we're fighting a bear. Wait, no, now we're fighting a wolf. What? Now we're fighting a bird.
We basically made a tiefling druid in Monster of the Week.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it happens.
But evil.
Yes, definitely evil.
And is able to actually make themselves look like a person.
Yeah.
A human.
Yep.
So kind of lanky, yellow skin, not fanged or like straight teeth, flat teeth like humans.
Right, really flat teeth just to make it super, like the kind of flat teeth you'd see on like a plastic dummy or something. They're not human because humans typically still have like little canines in there. These are like flat, like cartoon character flat. It ain't real. And he still has those teeth in his human disguise as well.
Okay. Also, because of his like huge Cheshire Cat smile, there's still the normal thing, so a normal size. So he has like twice as many teeth as a normal human.
Yes, and they curve up for some odd reason.
Oh, they have to go with the smile, obviously.
Yes.
That's what makes it super creepy.
And how about he does have the ability to open his mouth wider than you think it should be able to open, because like when he smiles, he's got all those extra teeth. He should be able to use those extra teeth. So when he opens his mouth, like it just keeps going back. He's got more mouth per mouth.
Mouth per mouth?
Yes.
What's the mouth ratio?
More. I never was really all that good at ratios when I was in math class.
I mean, who uses them nowadays, right?
Exactly.
That's what we keep telling ourselves.
There is one math formula I do still use. What percent of this is that?
Oh, I've actually used the Pythagorean theorem a lot.
That's funny. It's amazing what math formulas you think you're going to use and which ones you end up using. Meanwhile, your teacher's like, oh yeah, you'll totally use this in your future, and you never see it again.
I use the Pythagorean theorem a lot in D&D.
Nice.
Because I'd be told, oh yeah, the creature is flying 30 feet in the air. I'm like, okay, so how far do I have to be in order to hit him with a certain spell or get in range?
Nice. That actually makes a lot of sense.
Anyways, oh, okay. For the skin, if we keep it yellow, but could we say to actually like emphasize maybe on the shapeshifter bit, what happens if his skin is like a chameleon but changes color based off of mood?
Oh, he's a mood shifter?
Mood ring. His skin is the mood ring.
Okay.
Basically like shifting colors so that like if you see that he's getting angry in this conversation that he's having with the party or the players, then you could see it changing depending on how the conversation is going.
What if when he's in a disguise or an animal form, that's reflected in his eyes?
What do you mean?
It's like he can't hide the color shifting of his eyes.
I thought you said that demons usually just have like bright yellow eyes.
Did I? Well, that is I was looking at your StarCraft book over there actually with the just blank yellow eyes.
Oh, you talking about Kerrigan? The center one?
No, the left one.
Oh, from
Purple
the Protoss.
scaly thing. Okay. I was looking at that and I was thinking, yeah, no, demons usually kind of look like that too.
Great for the audio podcast.
Oh,
here.
yeah, totally. Yeah. So they can have that, but when he's in his human form, he's got to have pupils. Otherwise, people will be looking at him weird.
No, he can't hide it. That's why he wears shades in his human form.
Okay. He cannot shift his eyes. That is his tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could like lead this where the party confronts him and all that stuff, and then he escapes because he's a trickster.
Yes.
Then the party has to hunt him down, but know that he can't change his eyes.
Okay.
So
How would they find that out?
Maybe in the fight?
Okay. So they fight him a little bit, and they notice that his eyes don't change when he shifts. And then he's just like, yeah, you know what? I'm not winning this, and ducks out.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Or possibly one of the tactics used in the fight is turning it into like a little girl or a little kid. It's like, oh, please help me. And then knows that the eyes hasn't changed. And then if they fall for it, stab in the back kind of situation.
What if he turns into one of the party members?
Oh, true. I think we've talked about this. I talked to a friend of mine about that. I think you suggested that for the Leprechaun episode.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, if everyone looked like the Leprechaun.
Yeah.
But I think the same problem I have with then as I do now is, okay, it's your turn. Okay, where am I? You're here. Oh, it's your turn. Where are you? Oh, I'm here. And then they'll kind of meta knowledge, metagaming it.
So, okay, here's the thing. I've actually had this happen to me one time in a D&D campaign. It was actually Spelljammers, where I stepped onto a platform and suddenly there were two of me. The DM just had me play both of them. Even I didn't know which one was the good one and which one was the evil one.
Okay, maybe if you just do a single person.
Yeah, because there's only one of them. He can only shift into one thing at a time. So he just shifts into a member of the party that has maybe shades or something.
Or hair that blocks it.
Yeah. This only works if one of the party members or multiple of them has something covering their eyes.
Okay, yeah, that will work.
Okay.
You won me over on that one.
Yay.
But I think that or just a random NPC or person that could look like a bystander tricks them, and if they fall for it, they get whacked.
Right.
And if they don't, then it's a way to tell that's like those piercing yellow eyes. That's still a thing. And you can't change that.
Nope.
Then he runs away and then they hunt him down within that city or region or wherever.
Right.
And they know that knowledge. I think that'll be a fun thing to add afterwards.
So, does this creature demon thing have a weakness? Something that they can learn about that could either give them a leg up in the conflict, or what's up?
Yeah, sorry.
I just see you laughing over there.
My first thought was ice cream.
What? Ice cream?
Where it's just like the dumbest like weakness of like you could pull him into any trap. It's like for ice cream.
He's lactose intolerant.
No, I'm thinking like can't resist ice cream. Like loves ice cream. Where it could be like a comical large box with a stick propping up one end and ice cream in on the ground in the center of it, and the demon will look at it's like, this could be a trap. But I'm willing to risk it, and then goes over and gets ice cream.
This is canon now. His weakness is ice cream.
Just always likes ice cream.
That's great.
I thought it was just a stupid thing of like, oh, you could easily lure him with.
I mean, that would be the last thing they'd suspect.
I don't know how they will ever learn that.
I don't either. But if it comes up, if there's a way for them to figure out this thing freaking loves ice cream, that would be hilarious. Just can't get enough of it. It's just so good. Like, how do they do it? How do they put this much flavor into that much cold?
His favorite spot is the Tillamook Cheese Factory in Oregon.
Yeah, they have some of the best ice cream.
As I think we've said before, we live in the Pacific Northwest, so we all know that.
And if you haven't tried their ice cream, 10 out of 10, highly recommend. Please sponsor us, Tillamook.
Oh my God, if they ever sponsor us.
I would happily sing their praises every day.
Yeah, you could go get some ice cream. Take a tour of the cheese factory and all that stuff.
So cool.
Get some ice cream. Everyone always goes there for the ice cream. And then you're like, I want to say 40 minutes away from the beach.
Right.
40-minute drive away from the beach.
Also, part of the tour, free cheese. Yes. There's always cheese at the end of the tour. It's the best part.
They make good cheese.
Oh, so good.
Anyways.
Please sponsor us. No.
Do we have anything else to add?
No, I think we've pretty much got this demon fleshed out.
Okay, so from beginning to end, the group hears about this random bard meeting people on the road, singing about their past sins in their song.
If we're going with Monster of the Week, you can call them a performer instead of bard.
True.
Because that's the D&D
Musician.
term. Yeah, musician. There we go.
It's a little bit eerie, but keeps talking about oddly specific things and describing the exact moments in which they regret or is considered a sin.
Probably not naming any names, just singing about these things that have happened as if he heard about them somewhere and he decided to make a song out of it.
Or he sings it in the perspective as if he did it. Like, you know how musicians do, like, where they describe their actions.
Yeah,
It's like how so many rap artists talk about crimes they've committed.
they do.
Yeah, a lot of rap songs have that. But anyways, they hear about that. That musician just so happened to be in the town wherever the players are at. If they go see him, if the party has their own sins from the previous part of the campaign or backstories for individual characters, this character will sing that to them. Kind of freak them out.
Also, when they enter the town, people are at each other's throats. Like, something's already off. Like, people are, like, giving everyone the side eye and, like, just they are ready to break.
Maybe a couple of them because it depends on how big those sins are.
True.
I don't think a lot of sins would be causing mistrust amongst other people. Maybe some of them.
Okay.
I feel like the mass majority of them would just be like, that's weird, get the creeps or anything like that. But not like, I don't trust my brother anymore because he said it, you know?
True. But, I mean, that's what he's trying to do is getting people at each other's throats.
As many people as possible. So it's just a small percentage of the people he's saying to.
Yeah.
Would do like fall for it, and that's as if there's at least one, that's all he cares about.
Okay.
Anyways, I don't know how the party will ever react to that, but that is a chance for them to learn about his ice cream addiction. If the party ever fights him, he will turn into a demon, which is 10 feet tall, very lanky, very skinny, yellow base color skin tone, but it will change and mold into other colors depending on mood. Very large Cheshire Cat smile with way too many teeth per mouth inch, and would be able to shapeshift into different creatures or other people during the fight, all of which has piercing yellow eyes that he cannot change. At one point, he will flee because he's a trickster, and the party will have to find him again, and probably when they find him again and fight, that'll be the time where they'll be able to kill the demon.
Right. And they could actually learn about the ice cream in the meantime there. That's another chance for them to learn about the ice cream addiction.
True.
And possibly use it to trap or harm him.
Surrender now or the ice cream will get a blowtorch. But anyways, I think that is a sort of monster.
It's monstrous.
Custom demon.
Ice cream demon.
Sure. Okay, if you put this in your campaign, let us know on Twitter. Or if you have a job posting submission of your own when we go back to our normal kind of episodes, let us know on the same platform. I think with that, I wish you all a good night.
And happy questing.